ऐसे चल रहा है ना, प्लान बनते हैं क्योंकि फ्लावर्स हो सकते हैं और लैम्प लाइट
वो बंद करा था। हम तो पसीने बह गए। हेलो। मेरी किसकी चेयर? किसकी? नहीं ठीक। बोलो
क्या बोल रहा है?
चलो आपका माइक
स्टार्ट कर।
अभी तो नहीं स्टार्ट कर दो। अभी कौन? अभी तो
तुम लोग इधर बैठाना था यार।
पिया वॉज देयर।
इधर बैठाना था। हाँ
तो तुम बड़ा खाली सा यार है ना?
सही होना है।
हाँ बहुत एम्प्टी है।
करें, सब आ गए हैं।
थम्स अप कोई देगा तो करेंगे ना।
कैसे?
साइलेंट पे ना।
दोनों ये चल नहीं रहा है।
ऑन करो। मैंने बंद किया था। यहाँ से इसमें करो तो ये ऑन करना।
कैसे हो रही है?
ये लो ये लो ये लो।
क्या दिया?
You can mute it.
and esteemed colleagues, welcome to this momentous occasion, the inauguration of the Medical Cobotics Center. Today, we gather here to mark a significant milestone in the field of medtech innovations and healthcare.
The Medical Cobotics Center represents a convergence of cutting-edge technology, the seamless collaboration between humans and machines in the medical field that holds the potential to revolutionize patient care, enhance surgical precision, and improve healthcare outcomes. The center serves as a hub for research and innovation, human resource development, and a resource center for startups and industry partners in the field of patient care and clinical practices.
None of this would have been possible without the support and vision of DST, NMICPS, IIT Delhi, IIIT Delhi, and the teams of IHFC and IIIT. It's overwhelming to see that our belief in our vision and dedication towards its materialization has culminated into a world-class facility. With this, we would like to invite our project directors, Professor S.K. Saha and Professor Pushpen Singh to the dais.
We are honored to invite our distinguished guest, Chief Guest, Dr. Akhilesh Gupta,
Dr. Ekta Kapoor, Mission Director NMICPS,
Dr. Kiran Karnik, Chairman BOG IIIT Delhi,
Dr. Sandeep Budhiraja, Director Max Healthcare Saket,
Professor Rangan Banerjee, Director IIT Delhi,
Professor Ranjan Bose, Director IIIT Delhi.
Sorry, we are not in the stage. He's calling for the welcome address.
Now, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome Professor Pushpendra Singh, one of the project directors of IIIT, Dean of Innovation, Research and Development, Professor at IIIT Delhi in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. We request you, sir, to kindly come on stage to share your thoughts and vision for the Medical Cobotics Center.
So it gives me immense pleasure and pride to invite you all for the inauguration of India's first medical cobotics center and also among the very few facilities across the world. The center has come with a shared partnership with the IHFC, IIT Delhi. We had a common vision and a common aim to serve the country's interest, and we came together from the very beginning to bring this center to a stage where we can start the activities. And I would also like to especially thank the DST team, which has provided a constant support, encouragement, as well as guidance while we were building up the center to this day when we are going to start the activities. So with this, I welcome all of you to the MCC. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, sir. We would now like to invite all the dignitaries on stage to come forward for lighting of the lamp.
जैसे अभी मैम नहीं अभी से ना अभी से ही कर देंगे ना वो जो
पता नहीं है कहाँ पे है।
समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं
Thank you, everyone. Now, I would like to invite Padma Shri Dr. Kiran Kanik, who is a prominent Indian administrator, chiefly known for his work in the broadcasting and outsourcing industries. Presently, he is also serving as a director in Central Board of Directors of Reserve Bank of India. He is also the chairman Board of Directors of IIIT-Delhi. Sir has been awarded the Padma Shri Face of the Year by Forbes magazine and the Frank J. Malina Astronautics Medal for Space Education by the International Astronautical Federation.
Good morning, eminent guests, faculty, and all those who have been responsible for this new center here. Just a few words. I'm delighted to be here this morning. This is indeed a very special day. And it's special because we have a number of centers, but this center is very unique for two reasons on which I am personally very pleased. It's called the Medical Cobotics Center, and Cobotics, as we all know, is the first CO is for collaborative. And to me, this epitomizes what we would like to do, which is to build more collaborations, more partnerships, and many more joint ventures like this. This one is really between IIT, Delhi, AIIMS, and IIIT. But we also have a great deal of support, and I would say collaboration, from key institutions, including DST and a number of others who have been involved here. I'm very happy to see that we also have involvement from the private sector, and to see Max here represented is indeed a pleasure. It shows what we need to do, which is to bring in expertise from different places, put it together, and really come out with something interesting. This area, as we all know, is obviously very, very critical. The whole area of health is one that's top of mind. It affects each of us directly or indirectly. Directly, sadly, sometime or many times in our lives when we are faced with a crisis. But it's very important for the country because we are trying to improve the health of everyone from young children to the elders. And this can't be done in a country as vast as ours without some element of what we might broadly call automation. Diagnostics, treatment, aftercare, all of them need some element of bringing in technology. And today, technology has made such strides that this has become not just possible, but absolutely necessary. All the more so to reach out to more remote areas where things like telemedicine would be something we might move at. This particular center, of course, is focusing more on elements that would be not necessarily dispersed, but more central, and therefore it's of great interest. The other part of the collaboration, which I really like, is something I read a long time ago. It's a very interesting study done, I think, at Harvard, which was really looking at what then, some years ago, was worries that many people had about machines and will they take over. So they did a study which evaluated man and machine in doing some healthcare things, particularly diagnostics, radiology, interpretation, and other diagnostics to see what is better. And, not unexpectedly, even at that time a few years ago, they found that the machine was as good, in some cases better than human interpretation. It was faster, certainly a little more accurate, if not as accurate, a little more accurate, and cheaper on scale. You could do it whenever, 24/7. You didn't have to depend on somebody, an expert, coming in. But then they did one more thing which is even more interesting. They tried a combination, what you might call man plus machine or human plus machine. And that was superior to both. And this to me is a deep lesson of what we need to do in technology. It's not about who will take over the technology. In some cases it can and does replace humans, but in many cases, the higher the level of sophistication, the more the element of the human plus machine really working out the best combination. And that kind of collaboration is something which, as we go forward, we will of necessity have to learn. As machines become more important, things like generative AI begin to power them. And as we get more sophisticated abilities to do things with robots and do things which are completely mechanized, it's going to be very much the need of the hour to be able to see how we can work with them. It's something which we will have to, in some sense, train machines to do, but it's something we have to train ourselves to do. How do we work with the machine, not necessarily on the human being? And this center is, I think, going to be a pioneering one in terms of what we'll begin to do in this aspect of collaboration also, of looking at where this combination of human expertise, of human sensitivity and human interpretation actually supplements and complements the advantages of really a machine of any kind. So I'm delighted that this morning we are here to inaugurate this center, and my congratulations to all those involved, and thanks to all those who have collaborated with us and helped us in one way or the other. But importantly, we look forward to continuing collaboration to help this center move forward and achieve great things. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening words. I would now like to invite Professor Ranjan Bose, who is the director of IIIT Delhi. He was Microsoft Chair Processor in the Department of Electrical Engineering at IIT Delhi. He has also served as the head of Bharati School of Telecom Technology and Management and is the founding head of Center of Excellence in Cyber Systems and Information Assurance at IIT Delhi. So I would request you to say a few words.
Thank you. A very good morning to all of you and welcome to IIIT Delhi. Dr. Akhilesh Gupta, Dr. Ekta Kapoor, Mr. Kiran Karnik, Professor Banerjee, Dr. Buddhi Raja, Professor Shaha, and friends from AIMS and the media. A very warm welcome to our campus. It is really a pleasure to welcome you all to IIIT Delhi. And this is really a momentous occasion when two top institutes of the country have come together and their technology innovation hubs have collaborated, as Mr. Karnik mentioned, on this medical cobotics center. So this is an example of how top institutes can really collaborate. And you will see there is a tour at the end how a state-of-the-art, world-class facility can really be created. Now, cobotics, as you know, is not the idea to have robots replace humans. It is to have a smart, intelligent machine work alongside humans so that we can improve accuracy, we can improve efficiency without losing the human touch. So we have the best of the both worlds there. And that's what this center is all about. But the story doesn't just end there. This collaboration is a logical collaboration. IIIT Delhi brings on board digital health expertise, whereas IIT Delhi's Technology Innovation Center has cobotics expertise, sensing, automation systems. So it's a natural synergy, right? It is a complementary arrangement that we are looking at, where we would be adding a multiplicative effect here. Now, this center will not only carry out research, product development, but also skill development, and hopefully we should see some startups coming out in the process. After all, we have put together IIT Delhi, IIIT Delhi, AIMS, MAX together in the same room. We can expect fireworks here. Today, there's no argument that cobotics, robots in medical domain will, pave the way for the future, but it will also help improve patient care. It will improve operational efficiency and also create safer work environments for all. So the advantages are multiple. But finally, the story of this medical cobotics center will be written by the outcomes that we achieve and not just by the good intentions that we start with. So already we are hitting the ground running. With Max, we already have 2 projects identified. One is on deep learning for analysis of cytotoxicity, and there's another one working on predicting of breast cancer using MRI images. So already things are in process, and today 21 AIMS doctors are perhaps going to undergo training in this medical cobotics center. So once again, I congratulate the team on either side. Both Professor Shaha and Professor Pushpendra, they have put in endless, tireless hours of hard work, and you will see today what it has resulted into. And I'm also doubly happy today because I happen to be associated both with IIT Delhi and IIIT Delhi. So it is a matter of dual joy for me. So let me wish this Medical Cobotics Center all the very best, and I'm sure it will move the needle and make a difference on the ground. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your enlightening words. I would now like to take this opportunity to invite Professor Rangan Banerjee, Director IIT Delhi, and is the Forbes Marshall Chair Professor in the Department of Energy Science and Engineering. Professor Rangan Banerjee currently serves on the editorial board of many international journals. We request you, sir, to kindly come on stage and say a few words.
Good morning. It's such a pleasure for me to be here. It's my first visit actually to IIIT Delhi. We are delighted to be part of this medical cobotics center, and for a variety of reasons. One is that we truly believe that medicine and engineering and science, we need to work together in different ways, in a much more integrated way. It's beneficial. We have to cut across these disciplines. Let me just take a call. How many of you are doctors here in the audience? Excellent. How many engineers in the audience? Okay, so we have a nice blend here. So, when we think in terms of higher education, healthcare is something which affects the entire society. And a lot of healthcare and an understanding of nature of the human body, a lot of it has been based on empirical things. When we think in terms of actually engineering and linking up, this provides a new frontier. And this also provides a frontier for us to understand nature in a better way. For us at IIT Delhi, out of our 620 faculty members, more than 100 faculty members work in some domains which are related to healthcare. So this is, if we pick one area, this is one area which is going to be our area of growth. And IHFC, which is now partnering with the foundation, Anubhuti Foundation in IIIT Delhi, is actually focusing on cobotics, and one of the domains is on the medical cobotics. So we are delighted to have this facility as an enabling facility, a facility where we have a human patient simulator. Currently, this is a facility that we have bought, but the expectation from all of us is that we will build our own human patient simulator. We will build additional software and hardware related to this. This is just a first step, and we should run this facility, provide access not just to IIIT Delhi, IIT Delhi, AIIMS, MAX, but to the entire region, so that we can actually create an enabling ecosystem. And for doing this, we have to make sure first that we have access, we keep it running, we look at ways in which we can collaborate better. We at IIT Delhi have, just to name a few things, we have a project with ICMR, which is M-Pragati. And there we are creating an indigenous innovation ecosystem so that we can have medical devices. We have a production characterization facilities, and some of you who are interested, I'd welcome you to come and visit and see this. We have a number of innovations. A recent one which came was a smart exoskeleton for stroke victims. And this is again IIT Delhi and AIIMS together. It is now going through patient trials with 200 patients. We are also looking at the Australian university is also taking this forward in Australia. There are a number of ways in which we can look at digital, AI and engineering and applications to medical, and together we need to work together in a more focused way. We also are looking at academic offerings in this domain. We are creating a campus. One of our campuses, the Haryana government has given us land at Jhajjar, and this campus is going to be essentially a medical healthcare campus, and we welcome you. We are partnering with AIIMS. We were willing to partner with others. This is now on the drawing board. We've just built we've just fenced the land. It's a 50-acre plot. And so this is an exciting time for us in the domain of healthcare. And I hope that this medical cobotics center that we are inaugurating here today will actually help doctors, help researchers, and help us as a country going forward to have leadership in healthcare. We are poised to that. We have all the potential in terms of the people, and we want to create the facilities and the aspirations. We at IIT Delhi are delighted to be an initiator of this along with IIIT Delhi, and we look forward to this being a starting point for much better and more integration between medical, engineering and science, so that we can really fulfill the goals of becoming an Atmanirbhar country in the area of healthcare. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to invite Dr. Sandeep Buddhiraja, Group Medical Director, Max Healthcare, having clinical experience in the field of internal medicine for last 30 years, Senior Director and Head, Institute of Internal Medicine, Max Healthcare, Fellow of American College of Physicians, Fellow of Royal College of Physicians, Edinburgh. I request you, sir, to come on stage and say a few words.
Thank you. It's a privilege to be here and speaking. In fact, what we are hearing here is music to my ears, because as clinician, this is something which we have been wanting and waiting to happen. But somehow, as professionals, we were always been working in our silos, and that sort of interaction and synchronization between healthcare as clinical needs, the technologists, academicians, and the industry was so far lacking. But in the last few years, we have started suddenly seeing that happening, and I think the felt need is from all the sides. And who's going to benefit? All of us, the patients at the end of the day. Because I was just chatting and giving an example. Last few years, with IIT Delhi, we have come out with 2 products or sort of need-based things. As clinicians, one of the examples was with physiotherapists. They noticed that when a patient with stroke and hemiplegia or paraplegia is put on a normal wheelchair, he has very big difficulty because the legs hang down. So need-based, a wheelchair was created, which got patented and is being used. So this is just one very, very simple example. There are hundreds such examples, which if you talk to the doctors, clinicians, the healthcare providers, they will have so many needs which are yet unmet, but technology can give a clear solution to that. So I think this is a fantastic thing which is happening. Just a word about, Max Healthcare is a private organization. We've been hearing collaborations happening now. Public hospitals, AIIMS features very prominently. Private hospitals or private healthcare or corporate healthcare so far was not seemingly considered as an institution or an organization which will be keen to participate in such activities. Well, the difference is that although we are spread across a big territory, six states, we have over 3,500 beds, over 4,800 clinicians, and 17 robots. Mind you, I'm adding robots in the entire clinical strength because they are now contributing a big deal to our clinical services. And in fact, at one of the places I was asked, do you feel that AI and ML is going to replace doctors? Well, my answer was there that as of now, no, but clearly doctors who adopt AI will replace doctors who do not adopt AI. So AI, machine learning, all these technology is a big support to us, but saying that human interface will no longer happen, at least in healthcare, I don't think that's going to be happening, or that's not true. So I was talking about at Max Healthcare, the academics and research environment in terms of the support which we provide. And by the way, our clinicians are paid for doing the clinical work. The research, the academics, the innovation they participate in is completely out of their own interest. We have created over 100 senior clinical researchers. We support them by giving an environment which is conducive for doing a research, by creating a lab, by creating a biostatistics department, by having a biobank, and trying to help them with grant from various organizations, nationally, internationally, public, private, philanthropic, NGOs. And of late, what we have started seeing is that synergy of us running around is now happening the other way, and people want to cross-collaborate and use the funds in a right fashion and right way. We have produced over 2,000 publications in the last few years. So this is just trying to say that private healthcare in India now has come of age, is mature enough to be participating in these collaborative activities. Professor Bose just spoke about the kickoff of the collaborations which have already happened between IIIT and Max Healthcare, and I think this is just a start. And we have actually identified various key clinical areas which span especially in oncology, neurosciences, infectious diseases, AI in radiology, radiomics, and genomics. In fact, recently we have invested huge amount of monies in creating a state-of-art molecular and genomics lab. That was something which was missing in our spectrum. So that itself has given a big boost to the basic research into various clinical diseases. So I think I can keep speaking indefinitely for long hours, but I think this is not the forum. Just suffice to say that we are extremely pleased and happy to be a part of this collaborative effort, and definitely will go an extra mile to make this a successful venture and collaboration. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We look forward to a long and fruitful relation with to take this opportunity to invite Dr. Ekta Kapoor, Mission Director of NMI CPS, Scientist F, Government of India, Frontier and Technologies Department, National GL Monitoring. Request you, ma'am, to kindly enlighten us.
And the discussion on interdisciplinary cyber-physical systems. As the mission director of this national mission, I really feel proud to be here today to inaugurate the Medical Cobotics Center. I must say this is one of the first success stories of NMICPS towards establishing a strong and robust ecosystem on cyber physical system technologies. We call them CPS technologies in the country, and one of the first collaborative effort of two of the hubs coming together. The MCC actually showcases collaboration not only between the two TIHs, but also a platform for professionals from the field of medicine, engineering, paramedical sciences, as well as the young entrepreneurs to come together and work for providing long-term sustainable solutions in the medical systems and technologies. I'm really overwhelmed also because I heard to Dr. Sandeep telling that AI and ML are tools without which doctors cannot be good doctors now. So the times are changing, and this is actually the need of the hour. The MCC will work in 4 broad areas, namely assistive technologies, medical simulation, digital health, and cobotics, cognitive computing, and social sensing. So it will provide a huge, outlay of services. I'm also told that the MCC together, the two hubs together through MCC is going to launch a new call for the application for startups in medtech and healthcare fields with funding up to 1 crore of rupees, which I think is another step towards empowering and encouraging the brilliant minds in the country towards coming up for setting up their own startups in the niche field of medical and healthcare technologies. So I'm really wishing all the best to both the hubs, especially for the MCC, and I look forward to MCC creating history in the country, for not only for the country, but also for all the people of the country, as well as this mission NMICPS. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Requesting all the dignitaries to come together for launching the call for application for startups. Thank you, everyone. I would now like to invite Dr. Akhilesh Gupta, Senior Advisor at the Department of Science and Technology and Secretary of the Science and Engineering Research Board. Dr. Gupta currently heads the Policy Coordination and Program Management Division and is the overall in charge of 5 national missions at DST, namely National Mission on Interdisciplinary Cyber Physical System, National Mission on Quantum Technology and Applications, National Supercomputing Mission, National Mission on Strategic Knowledge for Climatic Change, and National Mission for Sustaining the Himalayan Ecosystem. So I would now request you to come on stage and say a few words.
Dr. Kiran Karthik, Professor Rangan Ganeshji, Dr. Sandeep Guddiraja, Dr. Ranjan Ghosh, Dr. Ekta Kapoor, all the distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. This recalls me the famous movie Three Idiot, where it is said that, if it is guy, make him engineer, and if it is girl, make her doctor. I think this is a unique convergence of engineers and doctors, and I can see they are equal in number here. That shows that the strength of the collaboration that we have in this NCC. In fact, I will tell you personally, I have been experiencing for the last so many years the importance of medical technologies and medical expertise. I have had 17 surgeries in last couple of years, 80 plus hours of surgery time, 5 months of continuous hospitalization, more than 2,000 injections, more than so many cannulas, and can't give number. And thanks to AIMS that saved my life, and I am here talking to you. I think when I visited today this medical Cobotics center, I was amazed to see the kind of simulation that is being used for experimenting with various medical technologies. For example, this high fidelity technology and the kind of functioning of lungs and all the that something like a live, and this kind of experiments are good, especially in where trauma situation really kind of event, and in this is doctors are here, so I can definitely tell this thing that see are the cognitive thing that doctor also are human beings, and they had to be technology to treat. In my case, doctors told me, little chance of survival. So all of our family got us. Oh my God, this is, and so the words of doctor, whenever he says that is can the education, everybody believe knowledge and the technology that he has to his disposal, he has to work with a lot of caution to make sure that nothing untoward happen. But I think these kind of simulators will give confidence to doctors that look, this is not a real situation, this is a simulated situation, and then several scenarios can be generated with that. If this happens, what will happen? If that happens, what will happen? These kind of experiment doctors cannot do with actual living body. That is a big difference. So I have been a modeler, I have been a climate modeler. So I know the value of this simulation that, for example, I did this simulation. I suppose we inject this much carbon in the atmosphere. What is going to have impact on the temperature of the atmosphere? Or if you add some kind of gases into this thing, what will happen? So I think this was very much required, and also I can tell you I have been in fact mission the program director for the network program on climate change and health, and I realized that it is much easier to work in a research environment. Research gives you a lot of freedom and a lot of time to think. But doctors, when they are working in the operational or right on the field, they don't have this freedom. They have to do surgery right away. There's nothing called, okay, I can think and do it and let me research on this thing. And that is, so this is the simulation will help doing research to gain confidence and to experiment with various scenarios and come out with a viable kind of option for then experimenting with actual patient. I am so glad to see the kind of setup has been done, and thanks to both IIIT and IIT-Delhi for working together. Collaboration is very important. I have been always, in fact, as part of the Science and Technology Innovation Policy that we formulated, we always say that in India, this is the missing factor. I'll tell you, no two universities in the country collaborate. And within the in university, no two departments collaborate. And within the department, no two researchers collaborate. Somehow we enjoy working in silos. And this is like we take pride of working. I'm secretary of CRD, so we fund research. We always see, and this is very common, we see that the researcher come alone to submit the credit. So as, in fact, I recently had taken meeting aside, I will not allow any single, PI project. There should be some. And also I'll be very frank, saying that there is a kind of the tension going on between seniors and the youngers. See, the seniors, they do not like to include young people as their co-PIs or collaborators. In research, because there is an issue of first authorship and all. Anyway, I think time is changing, and this is the kind of collaboration that is really going to be helpful. I'll just conclude by saying that India's innovation footprint is, in fact, becoming stronger and stronger. And the National Mission for Interdisciplinary Cyber Physical System is one mission which is actually kind of encouraging and motivating people to go for innovation. This is, you see, from the basic research to technology development, to prototype, and then going for the market. I think this is the way forward, and we must create. When I visited NCC, they say that we are still to go to market. I think this is the area that we need to work. I think there's a lot of potential that we going to the market and going this product to the people to buy. And again, I'll say with my concluding remarks that in India, the healthcare is now becoming very, very important, and especially after the COVID, it has become the first priority for every household. And despite all efforts that have been done by the government, we still have a lot of gap area. And one gap area is like, I always say the dichotomy between the affordability and accessibility. What is affordable is not accessible, and what is accessible is not affordable. So and this collaboration, I can see that we have Max, we have AIMS, and we have several other collaborating government and private sector. I think this is one step in that direction, that we can work with a healthcare which is more affordable and more accessible to everybody. I think I would end here and will say that this is amazing work, culture and work setup that I saw here, and I feel that this should continue. From the Government of Science and Technology, we will continue to support these efforts, and personally I feel that this is the area that that must be promoted more vigorously. And once again, congratulations to both IITs and also the collaborators like AIMS and Max and others. The training center I saw is, I think, a lot of good training program. That's a very important thing that we need more focus. So with that, once again, thank you so much for inviting me. This is my first visit to IIIT, although this has been there for a long time. But I'm so very impressed and so very thankful to you for having me here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I would now like to take this opportunity to invite Professor Subir Kumar Saha, Project Director of IIT Delhi. He is the brain behind the establishment of the Mechatronics Laboratory at IIT Delhi and contributed significantly in the development of the program for autonomous robotics. We request you, sir, to give a vote of thanks.
Good morning to all of you. And it's a pleasure to be there in this dais to share the thoughts on the vote of thanks. Let me first thank the engineering team of IIIT Delhi, led by Mr. Sanjay Roy and his team, for providing the full support to bring the construction of this MCC. Since it took about 6 months, it's started in February 2023. In such a short time, the facility which many of you will see soon. Of course, the TIH of IIIT Delhi, that is I Have Anubhuti, led by Professor Pushpendra Singh, mobilized their team too for the successful realization of the center which is getting inaugurated today. I thank Professor Ranjan Bose as the director of IIIT Delhi to make sure that our joint center comes to reality on time to serve the country and bring products for the global market. Needless to say that the hard work put up by Mr. Narendra Gaur from IHFC, I don't know where is he, right? And supported by the CEO, our CEO, Mr. Ashutosh Dutt Sharma, since the MOU signed in 2021 is commendable in terms of planning and the execution. Here I must mention that the director, our director, Professor Rangan Banerjee, has always been the backbone to the IHFC team in terms of how MCC can yield maximum benefits. Now, it is my humble submission to acknowledge the financial support from DST to both the hubs and the guidance of Dr. Akhilesh Gupta, we have just heard him, Dr. Ekta Kapoor, Dr. Reddy behind the scenes, and many others in the office of NMICPS. Thank you, Dr. Gupta, for gracing today's function as the chief guest. Finally, I thank Dr. Sandeep Udhiraja, Director of Max Saket, and those from AIMS, Amrita Faridabad, I know there are 3 of them are here, and MAMC, our great collaborator, Professor Aruna Mistry is also here, to grace this historical event. The HPS at MCC is for your benefit, doctors. Kindly exploit it as much as possible. In this regard, let me thank Dr. Rashmi Ramachandran from IIIT-Delhi, who is kindly organizing today's workshop, one-day workshop with 20 plus doctors using this HPS at MCC. At this juncture, support from the director of IIIT-Delhi, Professor M. Srinivas, who could not make it today, needs a mention for allowing his faculty to collaborate with us. In this short time, I could not mention many names who contributed, but they are always in our mind for their support and guidance, including those who are the members of MCC Advisory Committee at IHFC since its conceptualization in 2020. Actually, in 2020, we conceptualized, and when we started sharing our thoughts, and the great IIIT-Delhi team came that, okay, we want to collaborate with you, and we'll give you 10,000 square feet, which was really need of our. Thank you, IIIT-Delhi, for this kind-hearted sharing of the space. Kindly enjoy the visit to MCC after this inauguration and take advantage of the facilities which are dedicated to the nation today. Jai Hind.
The moment we all have been waiting for.
We would request the dignitaries on the desk, delegates in the first 2 rows on the 4th floor for the opening of the medical Cobotics. I would request residents to please be seated. Presentation by our partner, CAE and Maverick. Thank you. CAE partner to come on stage. Presentation. I would request Dr. Rashmi and team to please presentation. Yes, you want to use your laptop?
और पास आ जाइए और पास हो गया Not narrative will explain you because he knows the best. Please. Oh, DRA. कौन से एंगल से खड़े? हाँ सर, आज जी सर। ये एंगल से।
ऐसे ही चाहिए। Timing is during Ganpati. Perfect timing. Was that planned?
He will not disclose all the secrets.
It's Ganpati you planned.
Exactly. Yes.
सारे ज़्यादा पब्लिक सर और पीछे पीछे बच्चे यार थैंक यू सर एक बार इधर
आगे बात पहुंचाओ एलिमेंट का यूज करो
The idea is to bring doctors and engineers together so that the manufacturing, some simulation or some diagnostic devices can come up in the areas of robotics, cobotics and healthcare rehabilitation. So all these things, because we have R&D projects also in the areas of rehabilitation like exoskeleton and prosthetic hand. So these devices will also come up as a final product and making it more commercial viable. So the idea is to come up with this facility where some clinical trial as well, not clinical basically, but yes, technical trials can happen out here and clinical trials can happen easily like Max or Apollo. So this is...
Sorry, due to time constraint, we facilities
yes,
can be
yeah,
for us. While we have discussion,
we can have a small photograph with the backyard of... Yes.
पीछे पीछे आओ ना पीछे आओ
सर
जॉइन सर जॉइन
एकता मैडम sit close Thank you. Thank you.
चलो
20 minutes में करो पहले
मैं देखूं
Let everybody come, please.
The ultrasound simulators, which scans all the organs like respiratory system,
I think there's a lot of facilities we have set up here as for space for some starters and some training can be done with the multi-utility. Today we have arranged some showcases in terms of simulations.
We have more than 300 technologies into various training, cardiac, neural and we can also perform the cardiac probe. We can also have our transesophageal integration also with the one transesophageal probe. So this is actually used by cardiologists and anesthetists for DE. This is actually now like the stethoscope of today. For any examination, they are performing the ultrasound first. So they can check whether there is a pneumothorax, whether there is any injury, abdominal injury, like that. They can perform with this. They can check any kind of aneurysm is there. They can check it. So this particular monitor has enabled the learner how to handle initial pro handling to advanced level of scan. All these can be taken.
Complications. We have the kind of scenarios.
We have the various scenarios, various pathologies linked to cardiac, renal, and abdominal, various institutes like in USA. And then we have developed various pathologies related to heart, like a tamponade. We have developed. For the lungs, we have developed.
Multi-organ complications. You have a heart disease. You also have a kidney problem. Simultaneously. Multiple organ, complications. Like an accidental.
In one go, no. In one simulator, yes.
Simulation, that I understand. Simulation can be created in such a way that you can create scenario with different kind of.
So for that, we have a simulator where they want to perform intervention. But this is just for diagnostic purpose. Yes.
Is it be for students or?
Yes, ma'am. This is for student, initial students, also for senior anesthetists and cardiologists, pulmonologists also, because they have to learn how to handle a probe like DE and how to come to a particular view, so that they can identify the pathology, what condition is happening. For example, if there is a pneumothorax case, they must understand the ultrasound view by seeing that this is the patient is under pneumothorax. So that kind of training can perform with this.
Most of the doctors, they work with dead bodies. But then the live body, something related. With all kind diagnostic, AI-based diagnostic.
So basically, we are in the field of endoscopy and AI-based diagnosis in the field of endoscopy. As we know, in the field of endoscopy, approximately 27.5% of all pathologies are missed, even by expert endoscopists. 11% of all cancers are missed by endoscopists. This is a problem that needs to be solved by highly accurate algorithms. We've developed one that will detect polyps with a significantly high accuracy, and you can see polyps that are even less than 10 millimeters can be detected by this algorithm. We are also learning to detect various diseases such as IBD, esophagitis, and also different types of polyps, whether they be plastic, hypoplastic, classifications are necessary. And we are looking to integrate these algorithms into the device which can be incorporated with existing endoscopies. So there is no need to buy a new endoscopy system and spend lakhs of dollars. A simple device it's not a bad device.
जिंदर वही प्रूफ दिखाओ
and we have also data from
We can, if we want, we can remove this particular part. We can have just the ultrasound also, and as a real ultrasound machine, it has all Doppler. We can have Doppler as well. We can have color Doppler as well. We can see the
Thank you, Vijay. I have to leave in 10 minutes now. Sir.
All these are the ultrasound guided phantoms, so they can use the real ultrasound because now it's like the technology all ultrasound based invasive procedures what they do. So it's all ultrasound based task types. They can learn various tasks. This is for the central line, this is for the IV. So they can use the ultrasound and then be guided. Yeah. That is a respiratory. That's an airway basically. Basically, sir, intubation is a very important technique in the medical line. It's basically for learning fast intubation and then also calculate the pulse and basically keep it in hand. You have a corrected pulse. So with this, we can also create difficult intubation also, that we can inflate the lungs so that they cannot easily intubate. We can have the laryngospasm, the larynx will get swollen up. And also we can check if the air is going into the stomach, that means they have done the wrong intubation. So the lungs are inflating, they have done the right intubation. This is the first thing everybody learns. First, they have the limited time to intubate when the patient is collapsing. Like I said, every 30 seconds would be there for intubating a patient. That's why they have a task to learn it fast.
मैम आपका आया नहीं, आपको कोई इन्विटेशन भी
Yes, in the morning.
So we already have around 200 installations globally. Recently, we also increased products in India. Now we are doing 2.8.
The best part about Secondly is that they have set up an organization which will be working on the indigenous development of these things. So we have collaborated with that organization. Thank you very much for that. The Dr. Ritesh, he comes from the medical fraternity. So they are a unique combination again. He's an engineer, he's a doctor.
40 doctors and engineers who are only dedicated to medical science.
Media Byte.
मीडिया बाइट के लिए उसको देखो फिर
This is one of the Cobotics. So it is again an autonomous, works on real gases, you can create any disease, and as a doctor you work on it, and or even a student you work on it.
पीछे से काम कर रहे हो? अरे मेरे सिला टूट रहा है ना, मेरा सिला टूट जाए दिक्कत हो जाएगी फिर ग्राउंड कार्ड दिखाऊँ बार बार से
इसमें 2 सिस्टम 2 और ये तो सब लोग
टॉप शीट चेंज
मतलब 2 आपको मिलेंगे सर, दैट मींस
40,000 I can only operate in 4
systems and 4 apps.
And in real scenario, like patient is there, and if he is going through a medication or treatment, can that help? Look, in that particular
These are based on human physiology. Practically, you can use that. In human body, it is not only that. There are many factors involved. That's why we don't use it. Right now, this simulator is only for the and for other things, your office in Mumbai, no? Was it
what kind of texture it has and also vessels it has. So those things are
and there is one more model right here for people. You can even go inside that, but by testing near your
you can also bend a bit and see what is inside this. You can bend a bit and see what is inside this. Yeah. You can also do that. Okay, so we actually create digital content for medical simulations.
This is the controller and then you can click and
go for.
But trying to see that for AI, a lot of data is being generated in lab. Just how we can develop better data in The idea is that you can train someone on this conflict within VR. And we have done we could
instruction panel is there. You can follow the instructions, interact with the machine. You can point on the machine use buttons now, instructions, choose a file, cut the file. There are materials on your right side, pick them up and
we have been able to show that there is a knowledge transfer.
But I could ask you that.
So we will be now we have already variable sensors for the medical
go into reduction and then come out. Right? So this is what UC is capable of autonomous.
some time.
Okay.
Saurabh, the lift, huh? Lift.
क्राउड दिखाता हूँ ना, चालू करें
मना किया चैनल
Similar to that, holders, we do also have holders where you can also see inside. We will soon launching our specific
which I used to do, sit in my home or in my office, I used to control the code. उसका एक पेज के अभी यूज में है, उसका ये है इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ ये इनटू द वो अपने आप ही सब कुछ एवरीथिंग उसका इसके लिए गया
Just the idea that the certain will just use it and follow the guides at the right location.
But उससे काम ये and how does it calibrate this to the software? इसके बाद we are
अभी हम टेस्टिंग के लिए कोलैबोरेट कर रहे हैं
for your demonstration for orthopedic very simple, कोई बहुत easy. So ये method you are selling it or your training institute कोई है कि नहीं सर? क्योंकि my wife is medical college teaching. No,
generally, when somebody is injection training. This is for
बस उसको चेंज करेंगे. So there is something called a diffusion limitation. I will increase it to say maybe 200. अब इसको ऑक्सीजन चाहिए and just apply. And as soon as I apply, you will see what. And just wait for it. So immediately when the saturation has started going down, अगर अभी मैं कोई वेंटिलेटर में कनेक्ट करूँ तो उसमें जो फ्लो कर्व्स होते हैं उसमें मुझे इंक्रीज रेजिस्टेंस भी दिखेगा. This is what I think. अभी हमारे लिए ये फ्लोटिंग लगा
सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज ये तो वीडियो रन करना मीडिया लाइट
वेस्ट को हम डालेंगे इसमें. सबसे पहले उसको वहाँ पे भी डालते हैं ना उसको फिर ल्यूब्रिकेशन के लिए. तो ये हमारा जो वेस्ट को हम डालेंगे 2 मिनट में होता है. ये वेस्ट को पैडल पानी डाला है ना, तो ये वेस्ट को हो गया. देन लेंस डायलर डालेंगे हम उसमें. ये हमारा इंजेक्टर है, इंजेक्ट कर सकते हैं.
पता आ गया कर दिया तुम्हारा पैकिंग करना था अभी पैकिंग करना था
information is not me as well with this. Particular part they also
It's a complete learning group. Even the basic exercises that how to do in the pro.
people go into the lab, but they don't know how to handle the lab. All these probes are very, very expensive. Like the normal probe is costing, I think, 1 to 10 lakh. Or even the small
You will see that being said, they will get the feel of the now you know where the hole is. The hole is supposed to be. You don't have to take a guess. You can just take it in exact position and then it will come.
That is complete learning.
27%. So this is
थोड़ी बैनर लगा दे बैनर